I'm Sage.
And I'm Rage.
And today we are doing a game spec video on Doom Eternal.
So what we're going to do is we're going to play the trailer once, and then we're going to go back, grab it, pause it, move it around, and talk about certain, focal points. So here we go. Oh, this is glorious.
So good.
So good indeed. So we're going to back up here now that we've played it through once. We're going to talk about specific things that we wanted to really bring up and maybe, speculate on as far as gaming things go. And so you've got this opening scene here. I'm going to go ahead and drop our music down. There we go. So you got this opening scene where we come up over this decay. You see a dead body. There's human remains, which is a hint that we're not on Hell. But if we pause it right here, before the camera gets out any further, I do like how they kind of make it look like, well, we could be on Mars, we could be on Earth. The human skeletons are kind of a giveaway, but it's just utter chaos, just like it was on Mars, kind of throwing back to the way it was then.
Yeah, it very much leaves it ambiguous at this point.
And then we see the camera come up and over this ridge here. And as we're coming up and over the ridge, we see the first real discussion point that I want to bring up is these things. Hovering my mouse over here. These tentacles, as you watch the trailer again and again, are everywhere. As we look right now, it's kind of hard to tell if these are the tentacles or just like tornadoes grabbing at these things like that. But these things are everywhere, almost like a parasite kind of like rummaging through the earth and feeding off the earth itself.
Yeah, and if you've played the older Doom games, these things aren't in them. Or at least I don't remember them.
I don't remember them in Doom 1, Doom 2, or Doom 3 at all. I don't know what these are, but they are a continual theme throughout this trailer. The other thing to pick up on as we're paused right here is, yes, we're on Earth. Doom Eternal is basically a remake or a homage back to Doom 2, okay? Doom Eternal, Doom on Earth. But gravity is shutting down here on Earth. You see this building in the background and the debris just floating upwards. We see entire chunks of skyscrapers just floating in the sky without anything truly holding them there at all. But we do know we're on Earth because we've got traffic lights, we've got, power cable lines and everything else like that. So, I mean, this is post-invasion. It's already happened.
Yeah, this is Hell on Earth.
As the trailer continues on, we get our first few looks at a couple guys. See, now here we have another tentacle. Again, look at these things. Just disgusting. In the background, we have the Arachnotron, which was the final boss in Doom 1. And so we're going to see them kind of played out like a normal enemy, just like they were in Doom 2. They went from a very special enemy in Doom 1 to a regular occurrence in Doom 2. So it's cool to see them making a return. Got some differences in how they're built, but very much a throwback. If we pause again here briefly, though, or just wind back just a hair, we see the Revenant right here too, and he's kind of like checking out what the Arachnotron's doing, and all the troops are moving, kind of scoping through the area. It's almost like they're hunting for any survivors.
Yeah, right now we're just kind of getting glimpses of what the demons are doing.
Trailer continues on, and at this point, I want to bring the sound back up. I want to talk about sound for these games, because sound is just so amazing. Mick Gordon did the original soundtrack for Doom, and he did such an amazing job. Like, the music just was always playing a living, breathing part in the game. It was actually on an algorithm where the music adjusted in what bars were playing based on the combat you were in. Intensity of the music and other things changed based on what you, the player, were experiencing, so it always pulled you in. And now, as I unpause this, like, just listen to this driving synthetic industrial metal thing coming up, letting you know that there's a huge buildup here. And then we bring it down here for a little bit. But that drive, it's so good to see that being a living part of this again.
Yeah, in the first game, the music was integral to the design of the game. And I'm loving that it looks like Doom Eternal is going to follow in its footsteps. Because the music really sets everything up. Mm-hmm. The mood, the tone, the action, everything falls back on the music.
Yeah, the music is not some background piece to just kind of be heard in the background playing a minor role. The music in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, by the way, the cinematography on this opening, trailer is working, is that it's going to play a living, breathing role again in building things up. Well, we've got it paused here again. We see again, now look at the size of these tentacles. I want to know what these are, what they're doing, and what is happening to the Earth, because it's not just being invaded, it looks like the Earth is literally being devoured.
Yeah. And another key point here is that's not a human skull on the ground. So we get our first glimpse that while demons have invaded Earth, definitely someone is fighting back.
Yep. And when we unpause this, and the music kicks on again here for a second, we're going to hear and see who is fighting back here. So I'm going to pause right there. We see Doom Guy in his green pants.
Yes.
About to fight and kill all the demons on the Earth. And so one thing to point out here while we're frozen right here is that the Praetor suit, when this pans up a little bit, is different than the Praetor suit from Doom 2016. Doom 2016's Praetor suit covered every inch of Doom Guy. And this one, as we see here, I'm going to try to catch it just right. This one does not. That is a bare arm exposed and showing. And it's almost like an artistic throwback to the actual Doom 1 cover art of the game.
Yeah, where you had the exposed abs, the exposed biceps, and everything.
Yep, and the green armor didn't cover everything. Whereas the Doom 2 cover art was literally just a dude in like what looked like blue jeans and a metal bulletproof kind of football pad vest thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's funny that the artwork on Doom Guy itself is a throwback to the original Doom cover while we're going after this Doom 2 thing. And then just as a side note, like, what kind of gun is this? Obviously it's our dual shotgun from before, but in looking at it in the trailer here, I have to think we're at an 8 gauge at minimum.
Yeah, that thing's just ridiculous. Where does he get ammo for it?
Exactly. So as he pops the barrel down here, let's pause it again. We've got a lot of different demons to talk about. So we've got our regular imps right here from the first game. Looks like an advanced type of imp over here with all these spikes and stuff coming off. Now in Doom 2, there was a different version of the game where there were advanced imps that were a lot more gray looking and had a lot more armor and came at you a lot harder than the regular imps. And they were not as fearful and skittish as the regular imps in Doom 1.
Yeah, and it looks like they're continuing with that. We'll have to wait and see what that actually is. But we have, the Pain Elemental back in the back there.
And that's going to be a fun addition. The Pain Elemental is an enemy that spawns out more and more of those screaming skulls that fly right at you that you need to shoot out of the air before they hit you. And he'll just spawn those, so that becomes a priority enemy too. We've got a Baron of Hell here, I think, but he's got some flaming attachments now. And then we get to this guy right back here. That is known as Archvile. And this will make gameplay a really cool mechanic. Archvile in the original Doom 2, if he could see you, he could hurt you. He has, I guess you could call it pyrokinesis. And it doesn't matter where you are, you can't dodge his moves because he literally just lights you on fire wherever you are if he can see you. And so that's going to make some interesting mechanics, and this trailer shows us there are going to be priority kills above and beyond the priority kills you dealt with in the first Doom.
Yeah, and then it looks like in the back there, isn't that a Beholder, I think?
A Cacodemon or a Beholder, one of the two.
Yeah.
So, and again, let's look at the background here. Again, building degradation, gravity degradation. Stuff is swirling up into the sky. Tentacle showing here again, wrapped around a building. Doom Guy's just facing it down. And then we get to that last little clip there. Doom Guy, our wonderful hero here, just literally looks right at it. Right there. Boom. He's still the same guy from the first game. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on. He's like, I'm gonna kill demons. And that's what I do. And I'm pissed off, and I destroy things. And these guys know that. Look at the, like, animosity and hatred of everything coming at him. And so it's kind of a nice throwback to Doom 2016, where he grabs the little screen after Samuel Hayden talks to him, and he just throws it off to the side like, nope, not dealing with it. And so this protagonist displaying lots of things through simple little emotions and movements is going to be another thing for us, the players, to interpret and imprint ourselves on as we play this one, Doom Eternal.
Yeah, it looks like this is taking everything good about Doom 2016 and expanding upon it.
Yeah, and this is just the trailer, which leads us to other gaming speculations here while we leave this paused on the screen, is, Sage was telling me he doesn't feel like maybe there's no release date for this for a reason.
Yeah, I get the feeling there's been a lot of rumors floating around about PlayStation 5 in the works. I have a feeling not just this, but other games Bethesda's working on, I think they might not come out on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Or if they do, it might be kind of one of those bridge releases where it's on both the next gen and the current gen.
Yep. And I feel like there definitely could be a waiting game here because we don't have an announcement date. But I like that they didn't say anything about an announcement or what systems it's going to be on, because it was on every system before. I like that they didn't. It's just, hey, this is coming and we're working on it. And by the way, here's some of your favorite enemies, artwork, graphic artwork, armor design, and weapons from Doom 2.
Yeah, and I love me some Doom 2.
Oh, this series just gets better. And it looks like Doom Eternal is going to just kick ass and chew bubblegum, and then when it's out of gum, just kick ass.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. What are things you observed in the trailer? What are things that you saw that maybe we missed? If anybody has any comments, what are your thoughts on the games released at E3 in our YouTube Live pop-up feed right there? Well, we better reply to that. That's what we want to see, though. You guys commenting with us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, and we'll hope to have a discussion with you in the comments like this below. Peace.